have my thoughts more together than I do right now. I want to share something with you guys that anything magical that's ever happened for me in my life wasn't planned. It wasn't it wasn't something that I went after because I wanted a certain result or a certain amount of money. Honestly, it's all been because of my feelings. Like I have passion for something or, you know, um, something feels natural and it feels good. And when people work with me, that's what my job is to help them connect with that, to help them connect with what feels most natural, what feels, what makes you feel the most present, what makes you feel the most inspired, you know, what brings you a feeling of miracles and touches your heart and touches your soul will be your medicine that you have to offer other people. And most of the time in my life, when magic has happened for me, I didn't like have a, a hand in kind of making things happen. Like when I started my spiritual business, I don't even like to call it that. I never thought I'd be doing this, talking like this in front of people. I talk like would talk like this and encourage my friends and my family, but I didn't know that um, this was even possible. And I just started sharing because my spirit team, which I didn't even know was my spirit team at the time, my intuition, a voice, told me to start sharing my knowledge on YouTube, and I did it. And it's not like I did it immediately when they told me to. It was more like, okay, okay, you know. And and I thought I had to have all this equipment. I thought I had to have like this perfect production, and I bought like two cameras, a new laptop, a new mic or whatever because I think that's what was holding me back. I felt like I had to look a certain way or, present a certain way. And the day that I set up to record, all of it broke. Literally, like my camera broke, my laptop broke. It just wouldn't work. And I was like, this is crazy. And my spirit team was like, use your phone and speak from your heart. And I didn't really feel like that was enough. I didn't feel like I was enough and I didn't want to do it. But damn it, I had bought all that equipment. No, it wasn't like brand new equipment. It was like stuff off of eBay, and I'm a deal girl, and I mean not all the time. Like if I have the money, I'll splurge on a new electronic just so that stuff like that doesn't happen, yo. But I just thought it was real crazy. But now when I look back on it, you know, spirit wanted me to know and my audience to know that the heart, the message, the energy, the feels, the vibe is enough. The vibes and the feeling is enough for you to receive your miracle. Do you know what happened when I just opened my mouth and started talking and sharing? Thousands of people could relate to me, what I was saying, how I was feeling, and end up reaching out to me. I didn't even have to I didn't have to search for anything. Like I got a client base based off of people asking me, do you offer services to help other people? And I was like, yes, but I really didn't. And I didn't start off like charging people. I bartered with people. People like, I don't have any money, but I'll draw you a painting, or you know, I was telling people I like to sing, and the people were like, I'll make you a beat, and I would be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, always being open to the journey, especially if you're following your heart and you don't know what's next. You're not supposed to know. That is part of the adventure. Part of following your heart and part of living a miraculous, magical life is not knowing what's going to happen next, and being okay with that, and like enjoying it. Now, you might look crazy to other people on the outside of you, but you'll have to let that go if you actually want to be happy. Happiness for human beings isn't from knowing what's going to happen next, having a certain amount of money in the bank, having a house, having a car, having this, having that, or even the absence of it. I'm not saying don't have those things. I'm saying don't let those things be the end result that you're looking for, because that's not what's going to make you happy. What's going to make you happy is being yourself in the moment, because you are the miracle. You're actually the millions, the miracle, um, the feeling and the vibe is you. Like, don't doesn't it feel good to be you? Like, if you're just honest with yourself, and you don't and you're not thinking family, especially our karmic families, oftentimes use a container of hello, a container of looking at the television in order to tell you who is celebrity and who is a star, but you're a star, you know. You're the genius. You're the North Star. You're the guiding light. You're the celebrity in your own life. And that's really how you should live and how you should think of yourself. Um, I remember growing up, what made my mom like super jealous of me is that it seemed like life was handed to me on a silver platter. And she would say that, she was like, you know what? Life isn't always going to be handed to you on a silver platter. And I didn't know what she was talking about, but I would think actually it is. Because whatever I wanted, because I was brave enough to dip my toe in the water. If I found that I had a gift, then I would dive right into it. Like, whatever your gifts are, dive in. Like, just commit. Be passionate about it. You don't have to you don't have to make an announcement or whatever. If you're an actress, start going on your auditions. Like, go have fun. Like, have fun with it like you're a little kid, because that's the only way you're going to be able to live a miraculous life. Take back your power. Allow your inner child, your divine inner child, to reign supreme. The Bible says, be ye like little children. It didn't say to, like, when you turn 26, stop. When you turn 35, okay, now put that away. I know um, I'm thinking about the book of Jeremiah when it says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, and now I'm a man, I think as a man, or whatever. The Bible really is a patriarchal weapon to keep men under control, because it's not talking to women, it's talking to men. Okay, everybody has an inner child, and without that inner child, you don't feel alive. You hear those little kids out there? Don't they sound so joyous? Don't I bet you can't hear it because of this mic or whatever. But I'm like right across the street from this school, and they are so cute. They're like touching my heart or whatever. But be soulful as well. Be soulful. Be authentic. Be yourself. And that means even your shadow side. There are some parts of me that are very mean and in the dark because of not being touched, not being loved, not being held. I let that energy come up a lot of times. When I'm by myself and I sit with it, you have to allow every part of you to breathe and to be. You can't just always be high pie in the sky. You have to allow yourself to go up and down your energies so that you can integrate these energies. That's a secret alchemy hack. Like you can't always expect yourself to be in that light energy. And speaking of your light, a way to manifest miracles is to keep most of your energy to yourself. You know how you want to give to people, smile at people, make people feel good, be supportive, encouraging? Don't do it. Don't do it. Give and keep all of that energy for yourself. Feel that energy. Feel the energy that you would want to give to others and then hold it in. Kind of like semen retention, but light retention. Know what your light is. My light feels like like anytime people love being around me because I'm always giving off this really beautiful, joyful energy. I make people feel like I'm with them. I'm listening to them. I'm a great active listener, you know. Um, I'm encouraging, I'm positive, and now whenever I feel like giving that to others, I give it to me. So keep all of your energy to yourself. And then you will have this really beautiful chi and you'll be able to feel yourself. The issue that a lot of earth angels have is they can't feel their own energy. They can feel everyone else's energy, but they feel blank on the inside, you know? You're able to encourage the whole world and make sure everyone else feels comforted, but you don't feel comforted and you don't feel safe within your own being. And um and so that sends you on this never ending codependent journey to find somebody to be a twin flame with or whatever. And twin flames, unless you center God in your relationship, which means you know how to center God in your personal life, always end up in flames, up in smoke. So there not to be nothing on the outside of you is to give you security. What gives you that miraculous life full of security, love, support, and magic is you knowing that you control your mood and how you feel, and you trusting in that. That you know that you're going to do what makes you happy. That you're always going to follow your bliss. And when you make that decision, isn't God always there in the midst? Don't things always work out when you decide, you know what, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Isn't that a mindset? And how come you can't take that on with every area of your life? How come there's certain areas where all that goes out the window and you become distraught, imbalanced? Like, say you want a car, say you want a house. I'll tell you why. It's because you don't want it for the same reasons why you want some of the things where you say, well, everything's going to work out. There's a different attachment to certain things. You want certain things to work out so that you don't look a certain way to the world. That doesn't make you happy. Like having to carry that burden of caring about what other people think of you doesn't make you happy. Like making moves and decisions. Like, okay, I'm in a hospital right now. I didn't know much, I know now, but I didn't know much about hostel culture. Most of the time I stay in the Airbnb in my own apartment because I love being in my own cocoon. It feels good to me. I love being independent. I love quiet. I love clean. There's lots of reasons why I like having my own place. I had a place for a month in Egypt in Hurghada, and it did not go well. And as I lived here and started going to hostels instead, people told me to not do that here in Egypt, to get your own apartment, because even people from Egypt said it's a hassle. And I don't want to get into that right now. I think that's a different subject or whatever. And so in hostel culture, people move in and out really fast. They like stay a few days and then they leave. I have been staying in my hostel for like maybe almost a week or two, and that's a long time for to stay in a hostel. And so people start asking like, "Where are you? Do you live here? Like, are you ever leaving?" Not that I have to go. It's just not normal to them, right? Hi. And I travel very slow. I live a nomadic lifestyle, and I've been traveling since January. And so I don't feel the need to just be bop, 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 bop. And plus, it's hot, and I want to stay inside. And I stay inside, and I lay down, and I rejuvenate my energy. I work on my projects. I work with clients. I'm not in the same headspace as a lot of people that are traveling. And so some people don't understand that. Now, I can make decisions on what to do with my time, energy, and money based off of what group think is thinking about me, what they're saying about me, how they feel about me. What type of decision you think I would make from that energy? Not a decision based off of ease, off of what I truly want to do when I want to do it. When it comes to manifestation and even miracles, timing, timing is a thing. Like you being in tune, like I was just meditating before I got on the live with you guys. I was just meditating and because I'm ready to buy a plane ticket to go to my next destination. I've decided in my heart, from my heart space, where I want to go and what's best for me. I thought it was going to be someplace else, but that wasn't it, which is why things weren't working out. Like I really wasn't truly connected to it in an emotional heart energy level of the on the level of manifestation, of quantum leaping or whatever, right? And in order to enter into the gates of love, because manifestation is love, creation is love. I have to be in resonance with it. And so anytime something isn't manifesting as fast as you want, or how you want, and when you want, most of the time there's not a frequency of love. There's no connection. There's no bond. And figuring out what you actually are bonded with in your heart space will help you figure out how to live more of a miraculous life. And so a lot of my issues that I have in my life is really energetic resonance. All that it's like constantly like tuning, tuning, like toning, like fine tuning. And sometimes I'll sit and I'll tone, like like because it's like when I tone, it changes the energy of the whole room that I'm in, and I'm able to think more clear. Clarity is really important. So I can't care about what these people think. Like I'm a press a button and spend my money and go someplace and end up somewhere and be out of alignment because y'all think I look crazy. I don't think so. Keep thinking what you want to think because bippity boppity boo, you'll look up and I won't be here. Like mind your fucking business. But I do understand that when I'm in a different culture or a certain like beat that people are used to, people just might be curious and ask questions, you know. But I also have met a couple of other girls like me and we're all the same way. We will lay down all day. It's a lay down situation when you are a slow traveler and you've been traveling for months or whatever. You're laying down. You if you're out here in the world and you only have 2 weeks to travel and you got to get back to it, then yeah, your lifestyle is going to be a bit different. And I tell people, I'm like, girl, I've been traveling since January. Give me a break. I done seen all the temples. I done went to all of the tombs that I want to go to. Now I'm in the energy of okay, circling around my heart space and figuring out where I'm going to swim, flow to next, and I want it to feel good. That's important because when I lock in, like I end up around the right people in the right places because I ain't never been to these places before. It's not like I'm going to my grandma's house. So the the only thing I have to go off of what is what's right for me is how I feel. So don't let people get you off balance, out of alignment. They don't know what it feels like to be you. They don't know your relationship with God and the goddess. They don't most people don't understand energy or anything like that. I mean, everyone is energy and we're like fish that are swimming in water. We're swimming in energy. If you ask us about it, we will be like, what energy? You know, because it's what we are, it's what we're in. It's like asking a fish about water. They'll be like, I'm in water until you pull them out of it, right? And then they're like, get me back in the damn water. Get me in the water. You know. Um. Yeah, I think that we're reaching the end of this transmission. I didn't know how this conversation was going to go, but I do hope you guys get my drift. That miracles are natural, miracles are love between you and divine. Your life is personal between you and God.